Hi guys, Aaron here and welcome to the workshop. Today I'm going to show you something that I think is going to be very useful if you're considering doing some cyclocross this year. And it's actually a cyclocross specific disc brake wheel set. So why is that so exciting? Well, when I was looking at building up my cross bike setup, I had a couple of options in terms of wheels. Last year I was using Zip 303 tubeless wheels, and with quite some success. Admittedly, they worked quite well, but this year I've changed basically all my wheel sets to MV, and since MV have their own cyclocross specific wheel set, it was something I really wanted to try, because it's one of the very few wheel sets that is truly designed purposefully just for cyclocross. And by that it also means that it's a tubular wheel set. So what you want in cyclocross is a shallow, compliant tubular rim with a nice wide bed, a large radius at the edge so you don't pinch the tubular, high spoke count, some light hubs with good engagement, by which I mean nice and quick, so you just accelerate out of those corners, and also you want it disc brake specific. And nowadays there are actually very few wheel sets that tick all these boxes, so I had to custom build these MVCXs, which are admittedly the best really you can get, and they really ride beautifully and work extremely well. But the thing is that for cyclocross you usually need a spare set of wheels at least, and optimally a spare bike as well. So perhaps having the highest end single bike and wheel set isn't really the best option. So what I wanted to have as my spare was basically 4.5 ARs, which work pretty well. I had these drivetrain tires on those, but the problem you get with tubeless wheels and clincher wheels in general, nothing to do with the actual riding, but if you know cyclocross, then you know the tire width is limited to 33 mil, and yeah, it's quite a problem with clinchers and tubeless, because you never know what you're really going to get. And if you go to some higher class races, it's going to be a problem potentially. So that's why one of the reasons I wanted to stick to tubulars is because if you got a 33 mil tubular, it's going to be exactly 33 mil, possibly even less, with a very low pressure on it. And also I really like the ride as well, but that's a whole different topic. So here come these quite unassuming looking Manfrotto Paradigm CX wheels. I never have seen a single advert anywhere, a single article on Bike Radar anywhere cycling tech related regarding these wheels. I just found them by accident really on the Trek website, and I wish I've done that sooner, because this is basically or potentially the best value or the best full stop cyclocross wheel set that you can get at the moment. So it's basically a third of the price, or possibly even less, of the MVs, since they use an aluminum rim. They are around 250 grams heavier, but in cyclocross you're not really concerned about weight or aerodynamics. You just want a nice, reliable rim that you can glue your tubs into, and those will take care basically of the right quality. So what are these wheels actually like? So these well, I will say it like this: experienced crossers will probably have some more tips for this, but as far as I know, these are only the second modern, truly cyclocross specific wheels, or second pair of wheels that I know after the MVs. And these are arguably a lower grade wheel set, but in if I'd known these earlier, I'd rather have both 3 sets of these to have some spares, and for the spare bike as well as the MVs. So what makes these quite special? Yes, so the rim, as I said, is aluminum. It's nice and wide at 27 mil. Nice large radius rim bed on there. The tire is not glued yet, but it's just being stretched. So pretty high spoke count as well. Nice hubs with a center lock mechanism in there for the rotor. And this rim should also be very compliant, very shallow. So that's good for cross, good for those low pressures. It's quite inexpensive as well, of course, being aluminum. The hubs have nice and large bearings with a good amount of sealing on there. You can definitely feel that. So it's going to stand up to washing, regular jet washing. As you can see, the tire sits on there beautifully on both sides. It was specifically designed to accommodate these 33 mil tubs. Same for the rear, same rim design. Nice and high spoke count here as well. Actually, the super fast free hub engagement. So you have 108 tooth ratchets in there, I think, and it's even faster than the Carbon TI hub I have over there. Basically 3-degree engagement, so that's just excellent. One minor issue I might have is, of course, the rotor alignment. Well, I already have some shims, so I can shim out the 6-bolt rotors that I have on there, although these will probably land in the spare bike that I'm going to or planning to build. So that way the alignment won't be an issue really. You can also see that I've chosen some Shimano rotors on there. That's for the reason that these actually come with a lock ring. With SRAM rotors, it's quite annoying because you can get SRAM rotors that are center lock, but you can't get lock rings, and they don't come with the wheels as well. So I just let it be a bit easier, dare I say, and I just went for a Shimano rotor that already comes with a lock ring, so it makes the life easier a bit. Also, the Shimano rotors are a bit thinner than the SRAM ones, so should be a bit easier to align. In that sense, it's also a bit easier. Then, as for the cassette, I have an 11/28 SRAM Red cassette. This is in quite a lot of use, so it's not a brand new cassette that I'm going to potentially put through the mud, although I might remove these little elastomer damping rings so that the mud can flow through, like I have done the same thing on the MVs. As for the tires, I'm going to use the same Challenge Team Edition tubulars, but for this set I went for a Limus and a Baby Limus. So the Limus is a full-on mud tire that's going to go on the front, and the Baby Limus is going to go on the rear. So that way I have a set that for a bit harder conditions. Although I have to tell you, these are pretty damn grippy, even in full-on mud. very slippery mud. So I'm very happy with these. Unfortunately, they didn't stay these nice and white for long, but it's the function that matters really. So yeah, very impressed with this wheel set so far, looking to be very high quality. And actually these were designed for the Telenet FIDE team to have as their training wheels, because Trek didn't want to supply 180 pairs of carbon ALS 3s they were requesting, because that would be over the budget. So they designed these. A little bit of a bump up in weight, although I think in cross it's not going to matter too much, and a good chunk a lower price. So if you're looking to really spice up your cyclocross experience and be on a high performance race ready wheel set, I think this is the one to go to. Of course, if you have an unlimited budget, then the MVs are going to be the best pick, but otherwise these Montrejas look to be very, very good indeed. Okay, so this was a bit of a detailed view of my cyclocross wheelset Quiver. If you want to know more about my bike itself, or perhaps the bike that I use for other types of riding, then don't forget to tune into the channel and subscribe. It's all for today. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.